Jonny Winter. Cool, and how you going? Yeah, fucking not enthusiastic by the sounds of things. That's alright, I haven't had the best day today myself. I got a phone call this morning at 3 in the morning. I found out that my son is in the intensive care unit under police guard because his vent blood blew up. Yeah, you never want to take that phone call, I can promise all of you. That is the worst way to ever find out that you've got a kid. So we're in the Sunshine Coast, you guys are visiting? What do you reckon of the Sunshine Coast locals? Are you like me? Are you fascinated with this fucking table here? like, who's fascinated with this table? Who wants to find out their story? Give us a yell at you two. Let's find out. You at the front here, sir. What's your name? Harry. Fucking Harry. He says it right. He said it that many times. He's dropped the H immediately. I'm fucking Harry. What do you do, Harry? Yeah, fucking, you just go for the biggest cliche you can find. I'm Harry and I'm a fucking mechanic. What sort of cars do you work on? Just regular fucking cars. Ain't no such thing nowadays, a regular fucking car. I mean, do you work on Teslas and things like that? No, so, yeah, obviously a lot more regular than that. Well, once it regularly break down, is that what you mean? Oh, fuck, I tell you what, I should talk a bit slower for him, he's a mechanic. That's all right, we'll move on to the next fella. What's your name? Daniel, and tell me about your hair. Is that natural or did you get a perm? Fuck, I'll tell you what, I'm totally jealous of his hair. But then again, I'm a little bit like you, Wally Lewis. Like, I'm jealous of most people. No, I am. I'm jealous of most people's hair. I'm there. What do you do with yourself then? You're a music teacher. What sort of music do you teach? Drums, yeah. Like, if you taught anyone famous? Who's your favourite drummer? Fuck yeah, see? No one ever gives fucking the credit to the drummer. The most important person, no one ever gives credit to the drummer. He's like, fuck, I don't know. It was Taylor Hawkins, but it fucking ain't now. Now, what sort of music do you play yourself? Punk. Gotcha. Right, you play with yourself or just play music yourself? Like which? I would have been with him. You want to be with him? Yeah. Oh, fuck him. Everyone's dying to know the story. Every single person took one look at him and we're dying to know the actual story. So tell us straight away, what's your name?
My name's Connor.
Your name's Connor. And tell me, what's your favourite food? Because looking at how you're dressed, I would guess it would be strawberries and cream. But that would be mine. That was the first thing I thought when I saw straight away. Yeah, a little bit like that, like that Neapolitan ice cream where the chocolates just run out. He'd be the one there. What do you do with yourself, Connor?
I was a music teacher.
I fucking thought he was going to say I work at Ben & Jerry's or something like that. I thought that was coming out of him next. What sort of music do you teach?
I teach guitar, bass.
You teach guitar? And what do you reckon of Kyle's guitar?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No, not the guitar, him actually playing it. I mean, I know the guitar. What do you think of him playing it?
Yeah, it was good.
Did he give him any tips?
Yeah, tune it.
So in other words, Kyle, you were good, the guitar itself was just shit itself. And who's your favourite guitarist? So they always have to fucking think about it. You ask me immediately, I know my favourite drummer immediately, was Peter Criss, or, the second favourite drummer is probably Phil Rudd. I know my favourite guitarist, was Eric Clapton or Angus Young. That's all right. You and me aren't getting on that well ourselves. So we've got plenty of those. So who's your favourite guitarist? Yeah, okay, I can't really argue.
Yeah.
Can't really argue with that one there.
Yeah.
And what's the best song that you like to play? See, like you don't have to think about it straight away. I reckon they're secretly a group of pirates. Every question I've asked, they're like, "Arr!" Straight away, "Arr!" They're going there. All right, we'll talk to the bloke here who's got a shirt like your face. Wait, what's your name? Adam.
Yeah.
It's almost like Harry, isn't it? Harry and Adam. And what do you do with yourself, Adam?
I work on the railway.
You work on the railway. What does that mean?
I build track.
You build track. Yeah, right. Okay, so you're the bloke who means that we've got to catch a fucking bus on the weekend. It's not your fucking fault. Yeah, that's why you didn't want to say too much about that. And how long have you done that for?
6 years now.
6 years, yeah. Have you actually finished any of the fucking work? That's a question that we've all got, because all of us are like, when's this fucking work going to finish? It's all there. And we'll move on along. Who we got next?
Deb.
Deb. Where are you from, Deb?
The UK.
Whereabouts?
Leicester.
I was actually at the Leicester Comedy Festival earlier this year. It's Britain's oldest, the King Richard III pub. That's where I was actually performing at the Leicester Comedy Festival.
I performed there.
Where were you performing there?
I was an ex-stand-up comedian years ago.
Yeah, right, okay, well, it hasn't got any better.
George-
It really hasn't got any better. How long have you been here in Australia for?
16 years.
16 years. Do you remember when you first came here? And you guys, some of you people might be in on this one. When you first came here, do you remember like you thought you spoke the language? And you found out like Australians are a lot different to what you know, like English is?
Yeah.
Right, I was down in Sydney, let's say about a month ago. I was down in Sydney doing a comedy show down there, and I was talking to the crowd like I am now. And there was a couple of guys, and they were from Nottingham. Right, first time in the country, and I said, "How long have you been here for?" They said, "We just arrived." So I said, "I've got to go and take them out and show them some really good Sydney culture." So, is there anyone here from Sydney, or anyone who spent much time in Sydney?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're from Sydney originally? No, not originally, but you know what I mean. All right, so tell me then. Well, it's Connor, isn't it? Yeah. If you were going to take someone out and show them some good Sydney culture, where would you take him?
CBD.
I took him to a gay bar. Straight to a gay bar, I did, right? And what's happened is, right, one of these guys, he's dying for a cigarette, right? But he's only arrived in the country. We're in this bar. He walks right up to the barman. I kid you not, no expression on his face, and he just goes, "Where can I smoke a fag?" The barman turns around him and he goes, "Oh, well, most guys just get up and go in the toilets whenever they need that." So this guy gets up and he goes straight into the toilets, but he doesn't realise he's left his cigarettes on the table with us. Right? And this is not a nightclub, this is like just a normal bar, so we can hear everything going on in the toilets. He walks straight up there, realises he's got no cigarettes with him, and says to the first guy he found, he goes, "Hey boys, can I bum a fag?" And do you know what happened after that, Deb? There was a shitload of moaning coming from that toilet, I can tell you that. Right, but they were moaning about the weather, they were moaning about the price of beer, they were English, they were moaning about fucking everything. But are you a married woman? Are you single? You are? Yeah? I tell you what, I envy your husband so much. Right? Because English women, right, they're one of my favourites in the world. Right? And I learned, a while ago, it's a bit difficult to pick up an English woman, but once you know how to, it's pretty easy. Because they have their own language. Like they're always talking about things like snogging and shagging. And I learned this from watching shows like Geordie Shore. And shows like The Only Way is Essex. And it was probably about a year ago, oh actually earlier on this year, it was after the Leicester Comedy Festival. I'm actually doing a comedy gig in Norwich. And after the show, I've ended up having sex with this woman from Norwich. And as soon as we finish, she's like, "Are we going to snog now? Should we snog? We should snog now that we finish shagging." And I was like, "Miss, I'm backpacking, I can only afford to pay you for an hour." Yeah, it's important to sell up, but that's the that's instead of it. Zach, your birthday today.
Yep.
What'd you get for your birthday? Can't have been anything good, he can't remember. These guys have got some problems with their memory, they've been drinking all fucking afternoon, I would have thought. Go on, tell us, Zach.
Computer, what?
You got a computer for your 18th fucking birthday? Can't someone give you a lap dance or something like that? Like, you've been ripped off. With a laptop?
Rather than a lap dance.
Yeah, I know which one I would prefer, and I know which one Zach would have fucking preferred. And what else did you get, Zach? Is this your partner? Are you guys? Oh, and she's sitting there going, "No, he's getting on later tonight." No. She goes, "Don't spoil the surprise." And what's your partner's name? Sorry, what's your name? Amelia. And what did you get Zach for his birthday? Well, no, we really know that. We're trying to get later on. What have you given him? No, even what have you given him doesn't sound right, does it? It really comes out wrong as well. All right, we'll go to a different question. What do you do with yourself?
I am working at an insurance company.
Right, okay. What do you do for them?
I am a sales advisor.
Sales advice, so you sell insurance. That's going to be the most fucking morbid thing to sell that I could possibly think of. What, like, you're like, "Oh, things could really fuck up for you, so give me some money." Oh, that'd be the worst chat up line. I mean, that's what my girlfriend actually said to me right at the beginning. That's why I'm single now. And which insurance? No, I won't ask you that one there because we'll be all calling up. And how long have you done that for?
Literally less than 6 months.
Okay, no, that's all right. So what, like 3 days or something? That's less than 6 months.
No.
No, that's all right. And we'll finish with the young lady at the front here. Now, I can ask you what you do, but you're wearing your work uniform. So we'll ask you a different question. I can't read, like I'm not good at many things, but I can actually read. Sorry, what's your name? Eleanor. That's actually the most posh name out of them all. Literally, the most posh, the most upper class out of them all. And if you have a look, you've even got the best Nikes out of the group there. Almost everyone's worn their Nikes tonight.
Same one.
They're not fuck. Oh, they are too. They are too. You got to be careful, Eleanor might be moving in on Zach before too long. Well, That might be the surprise for his birthday that he hasn't got yet. We don't know. We don't want to go ruining that one there. So round of applause for this table. Great sports event, absolutely awesome. I tell you what, my drive up here coming up from the Gold Coast was really shit to come up here because I got pulled over on the way by the police, and the police said to me, they said, we pulled you over to give you a roadside drug test. Right? Has anyone had one of those, the roadside drug test? Did you pass or fail? You failed.
Of course you did.
No drama.
Well, I passed. I wasn't expecting to, but I passed. And the first thing I did after I passed was I phoned up my mum. She was really proud of me. It's only the third test I've ever passed in my life. But back me up on this, right? You know yourself, right? When you're actually getting your roadside drug test, you've got to sit on the side of the road for 5 minutes waiting for your results. And I can promise you during those 5 minutes, I know, right, your memory is very clear. In fact, the only time my memory has been clearer than when I was waiting for the results of my roadside drug test was when I was waiting for the results of my HIV test. Because they give you 10 days to think about all the nastiest, dirtiest, most perverted shit you've ever done in your life. And you know your biggest winner is in those 10 days? It's your internet provider. Because you're stalking every one of your exes on Facebook to make sure they're still alive. I'll give you an example. I found one of my exes, Susie, and Susie looked like she gained about 20 kilos since we dated, and you have no idea how happy I was about that. Not because Susie was obviously healthy and not dying of AIDS, but because at least I fucked Susie in a prime. And then I'll just finish on this one here. I actually found one of my exes, that really frightened me when I saw her photo. That was my ex, Kelly. Because the photos of Kelly looked nothing like they did when we dated. And I had to be one of those real Facebook stalkers. And eventually I found a photo of Kelly that I recognised. But that was back when Kelly was still called Kelvin. Alright guys, you guys have been awesome. Thanks Kelvin. Thanks everyone. My name's Jonny Winter.
Alright, well that is it for our comedy. So please remember there is a QR code at the back.